Hello, this is Bill Dillhofer with StockOpter.com, and no, that isn't my picture on our website. This video will show you step-by-step how to determine a reasonable volatility assumption for the Black Scholes calculation in StockOpter.com. Since publicly traded companies are required to expense their employee stock option grants, we can find the volatility assumption they use to do this in their annual reports. We can then compare this to the implied and historical volatility values of their market-traded options to establish a justifiable volatility assumption for StockOpter.com. Let's start by going to Yahoo Finance, which is finance.yahoo.com, and use Disney for our example. Enter the company's ticker symbol, DIS, and click the Get Quotes button. This pulls up the financial information for the company. Next, we click the SEC Filings link, which is halfway down the column on the left-hand side of the page. This will take you to another page of recent filings. Locate the most recent 10K annual report and click the full filing at Edgar Online link. You'll be taken to the 10K SEC filing for the selected company. Note, you don't need to register to view the Edgar data online, and this service is free of charge. So from the Edgar Online page, click the Form 10K link at the top of the list showing all the various parts of the document. This will take you to the full report. From here, we need to use the Find on this page function in your browser. This is accessed in Microsoft Internet Explorer by hitting Control F, but this differs from browser to browser. Enter the word volatility, V-O-L-A-T-I-L-I-T-Y, and hit Next. This word will be found numerous times. So keep hitting Next until you come to a table that will show you the assumptions used for their employee stock option expensing. There's the table. For Disney, the most recent expected volatility value is 31%. It's a good idea to also record the risk-free rate, 2% in this case, that was used for this period, since this is another assumption used by Black Scholes. All the other assumptions shown in this table are not needed. Now please note the following issues about finding the volatility value in a 10K annual report. First, the volatility value used by the company is for expensing their stock options, and it's for the last fiscal year, which could be a while ago. Two, occasionally you may not be able to find an expected volatility value in the 10K report. This could occur for a variety of reasons, but it's usually because the company stopped granting options several years ago and is no longer expensing them. And three, the company may have multiple expected volatilities if it recently acquired a company with stock options. In these situations, use the main company's volatility assumption. Once you've determined the volatility value used by the company for expensing their employee stock options, it's a good idea to compare it with the volatility values of their market-traded options. To do this, go to www.ivolatility.com. You will need an account, but there's no cost for getting one. After signing up for an account, enter the company ticker symbol in the symbol box at the top of the page and click the Go button. This will take you to a page containing a large number of volatility values. Now don't fret, there's an easy way to see the big picture. At the lower right side of the page, there's an icon for a volatility chart. Click it. The expanded chart shows the historical and the implied volatility values for the past 12 months. Historical volatility is the actual volatility of the stock price. And implied volatility is the future volatility derived from the options bid and ask prices. In this chart for Disney, you can see that the volatility varied between 15 and 40% for the past year, but the majority of the chart falls between 15 and 30%. So now we have two different sources of data we can use for our volatility assumption in StockOpter.com. The 31% used by the company to expense their options last year, and between 15 and 30% for their market-traded options for the past 12 months. So I'm going to log on, StockOpter.com, test user, log in. I'm going to go to participants, add select. I'm going to go down to my Disney employee, which is Joe Johnson. I'm going to go to the company information page. Now, selecting a volatility number is an art, not a science, and any value that can be justified to the client is appropriate. In this case, a value between 15 and 31% is reasonable, but I probably use the 31% value found in the 10K because it's fairly recent. I'd also use the 2% risk-free rate. Keep in mind that using a lower volatility assumption will reduce the Black Scholes value and the corresponding insight ratios. So I'm going to go in here and put in 31 and the 2, and I'm going to click Save. Now be aware you can model other volatility and risk-free rate assumptions in the dashboards. Now, for more information on volatility, you can go to the StockOpter University, which is blog.stockopter.com. Under the StockOpter Research section, there are white papers on this topic, and in the Concept Videos section, check out the Black Scholes and Insight Ratio videos. These videos are also available from the StockOpter.com dashboards. And now, that's how you determine a volatility assumption for employee stock options. Thanks for listening.